it all pinpoints down to my match with Allie Katch at WWR Plus in Worcester, Massachusetts. We were both face. I thought she was going to be a heel because she's just like so much more like powerful, hard hitting. I don't know.
Yeah.
I just like, I felt like her energy as being like able to dominate my character, and then I would like try to be like the face in.
Yeah, you getting the sympathy makes a lot more like the
scrappy baby face underdog.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it was like that was in my head, and then she was like, "Okay, if you and I was almost a year in at that point, or had just reached a year or something like that of working matches." So she was like, "I'll lead it, no problem." So we went out there, and she was ready to be booed at, and I was ready to be like trying, because the hardest thing for me, I find it so hard to be a baby face because you have to like fire up and get
the hardest thing to do.
Yeah. So I was like, okay, well, that's the only thing I know how to do, and I'm finally getting comfortable with it. I'm finally finding who I am and how I fire up and how I fight back. And then the crowd switched on me. Everyone started booing me and cheering her.
Oh, no. You got the Hogan Rock treatment.
And it was fine because I was excited for any interaction, right? If a crowd is dead, that's the worst. But if they're giving you stuff, that was information. And I was like, oh, we should have did this the other way around. Like, so then like I kind of got a little bit more bitchy when I started to hear them boo. I was like, and like calling them names and like speaking back to the audience. So they forced me to play with them. And I was like, okay, I'm not backing down. And then after that, the promoter for that company was like, "Oh, you're a heel. That's it. And I wasn't ready because I just started to find myself as a face. And then now I'm like, okay, this French face is going away. I'm going to be a French bitch. And some people like the French bitch. So I don't know.
Right.
I'm just me now. That's it. I'm just fully me. And I found a version that I want to embellish on. And I think Women's Wrestling Army is really going to be a platform that I get to do that on.
I want you to take an actual moment, though, because maybe you don't. I want you to appreciate how resilient you were in that moment, because I've known people who wrestle 10, 15 years, and they would be so flustered and collapse by boos or cheers when they're not supposed to get them. And you said the exact thing. The best thing is they can give you what you want. The worst thing they can do is give you what you don't, or the second best thing is they give you what you don't want. The worst thing they could do is give you nothing. And that's why you said you don't think you have it yet, but I think your mind going straight to that place of they're giving me something, that means I have something to work with. You're leagues ahead of where you think you are. And so I'm thrilled to see how you continue to develop, because it's been an exciting ride thus far.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, dang.
Yeah. And it's not only that you did it at all, but the fact you did it in the moment. Like, you didn't even do it retrospectively, like, oh, I should have done this in that match. You did it while in the fucking ring. Like, that's...
Fight or flight is a real thing.
I wish that we could have switched up the structure that we had then. We went with the same structure of Mia's face and her heel, but I started to... It was more of like an internal dialogue, and then I would react a little bit more outside of it. But the actual... what we had planned, if she had been, because I feel like she is experienced enough and well-versed enough and in control of the ring enough.
Oh, yeah.
If she had a partner that was more experienced, she could be like, yo, let's switch this shit up. And then you would just go on the fly till I'm not there yet, I don't think. Or definitely back then I was not there yet to be
right, when you
tell a story now with it.